cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it. You don't know how. You say we're taking on water, yeah, we're sinking now. You're looking all concerned, like we're gonna drown. But we both know how to swim, no worries as we'll fall now. Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it. I drag you out your mind, and there are days I hate you, but baby, you're still mine. And then we have the best times, no matter what we do. And even when we don't, there's nobody I'd rather choose. Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it. Slow, where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me.
What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City live watch-along. Today we're going to be doing the watch-along of the Champions League group stage game between Manchester City and Sevilla at the Etihad Stadium in the Champions League. The group stage, it's all done and dusted. We're on match day number 6. It's the last game of the group stage before we move on. The draw's going to be on Monday. We're going to find out our oppositions for the last 16, and then it's on to two-leg knockouts, which is, of course, what we are used to. So getting towards the business end. So with everything already sorted in Group E, Manchester City's group here against Sevilla, and also including the game between Copenhagen and Dortmund. No matter what happens tonight, everything's sorted. Manchester City in first place, Dortmund in second place, Sevilla in third place, going to drop into the Europa League, and FC Copenhagen are going to drop out of Europe. So before we do crack on with this live watch along of this game between City and Sevilla from Spain, make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the content, you want to help to support my channel, then do subscribe, press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. We're on that push now to 28k subscribers. I'd like to hit that by the end of the year, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Also, don't forget as well, my social media links, they're in the description below, and also on the yellow banner too, if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. My email also in the description below, and on the yellow banner too, if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. Do leave a thumbs up as well if you do enjoy this live watch along. Once more, the aim 100 likes. We're already into double figures. We're now 88 likes away from 100 likes, so any help towards that will be much appreciated. If you're watching this right now and you haven't left a thumbs up, then please do leave a thumbs up. Also, don't forget as well to leave your thoughts. If you're watching this after the game, then in the comments below, we do have my live chat rolling as well, so do feel free to pop in, say hello, let me know where you're tuning in from around the world, and also don't forget your score prediction for this game. You can already see we've got Alva in on the chat, so thank you very much for that, much appreciated. Big warm welcome to everybody. It's been a while since we've done a live stream. Feel a little bit rusty, but I'm sure we will be absolutely fine here for this game between City and Sevilla. With on the line here is basically a good chance to see a couple of the young players for Manchester City, a bit of squad rotation, and hopefully a bit of confidence for some of our players who are needing a bit of confidence, including the player I've got on my screen right now, Riyad Mahrez, in my opinion, needing a bit of a confidence boost. So looking for a couple of big performances here, and hopefully be able to give Pep Guardiola a really nice selection headache ahead of our game against Fulham on Saturday with a 3 p.m. GMT kickoff time. DJ, thanks very much for tuning in. Going for 3-0 to Manchester City. I'm just going to go through my sponsors, and I'm going to go through the teams, and then once I've done that, I will let you know my score prediction. But DJ going for 3-0 Manchester City. Julia, very good evening to you. Thank you very much for tuning in. Congratulations are in order, and am I wearing it? Right there. There you go. But yeah, thank you very much for your congratulations there. Much appreciated. It's been a very hectic, very busy, very emotional last, two and a half weeks or so for me. So yeah, thank you very much for your kind comment there. And I'll be reading that in just one moment. So I'll go through my video sponsors for today. So firstly, currently sat on this wonderful limited edition Manchester City chair, which was very kindly sent to me by GT Player.
Feels that I can't
awesome chair. If you want to go and check it out, links and details are all at the bottom of my description. GT Player, you can get yourself a discount by using my link, which is in the description, for the limited edition Manchester City chair. You can also cop yourself 5% off all products on the GT Player website using my code JSGC5. Anyone that does do that does help to support the future content created here on my channel. Also, like to say a big thank you to Cup of Tea, who are a t-shirt company, who very kindly sent me this Erling Haaland t-shirt, which obviously not playing, so it's not going to really have too much use as of today, but got some fun things planned with that in future live watch-alongs for you guys to enjoy. But if you want to go and check out the Erling Haaland t-shirt, do them in a couple of different colours, decent high-quality t-shirt, nice and comfortable. If you want to go and check that out, then that is in the description, the details to that as well. And lastly, today's video sponsor for today's live watch-along, just like always, is brought to you by OneFootball. This video is brought to you by OneFootball. If you want to download the OneFootball app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of my description, which will take you forward to where you can download this app. The OneFootball app is extremely useful if you are a huge football fan just like me. It provides you with the latest footballing news, transfer news, and the latest videos as well. It is one source of information of where I get my transfer news from. It also allows you to see the latest scores with what's happening in the footballing world. If you just click on a game, including any Manchester City game, it will not only bring up the latest team news, but it will also bring up the latest statistics and keep you up to date with everything happening in that game. If you want to download this app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of the description to stay up to date. I've been live, catching me out there. I'm just trying to get my link sorted, so just give me 1 second, everybody. But yeah, thank you very much to OneFootball for sponsoring today's live watch long. It is much appreciated. You've got to go and check them out then. Links and details and everything, they are in the description for you guys to enjoy. OneFootball will keep you up to date with all the latest football news, transfer news, the latest scores, results, statistics, live league tables, and all your good footballing needs. And speaking of OneFootball, I think that's a good time for us to go and head over to the OneFootball app and speak about today's teams. Just having a look in the live chat. Julie going for a 3-0 Manchester City victory today, just like DJ was going for a 3-0 City win. MTFC Lucas, thanks very much for tuning in, much appreciated. Am I at the game? Unfortunately not, but I am here doing a live watch along for you guys, which I've not had a chance to do for a little while, so it is really nice to be able to do that once more. Thank you very much, DJ, for your kind comments there with your congratulations, much appreciated. Raheem, thank you very much for tuning in as well. Chris, thank you very much for your kind comment there as well, much appreciated. You can see it right there on the finger. But yeah, thank you very much for your kind comment. It is much appreciated. Chris going for a 2-0 victory today for Manchester City, and Owen says that the camera's been a little bit jerky. I'm hoping that it's all good and all well. Everyone can hear me, see me, and everything's nice and crisp. OBS is telling me everything's all green and all good. Doesn't seem to be too many problems from my end, but do just let me know and I'll have a double check of that if that is the case. So heading over to today's video sponsor, OneFootball. Heading over to the app, got it locked and loaded just here. Firstly, who do I think is going to win the game? I'm going to go for a Manchester City victory. My score prediction today is 1-0 to Manchester City. 90% of people thinking it's going to be a victory today for Manchester City, 7% think a victory for Sevilla, and 3% are going for a draw. Bongani, if you want to become a member of the JSGC channel, all you need to do is press the join button, which you can find next to the subscribe button. If anyone does want to become a member, then that would be much appreciated. Any donations as well would be much appreciated too, as it all does, it's all good revenue that goes back into producing quality videos and getting equipment and things like that for you guys. So if you do want to become a member, then that would be fab. If you are wanting to do any donations, then that would be much appreciated as well. DJ, all good there, so sounds decent, visuals are decent, we're good to go. So let's start first. Confirmed lineup: Sevilla starting in goal, Bono, and it's not the singer from U2. In defence, it looks like they're going with a back five, so Montiel on the right hand side, Acuna on the left hand side. I presume it's going to be right wing back and left wing back, and a back three made up of Jose Carmona, Martial, and former Manchester City man Karim Rekik. In the middle today for Sevilla, looks like a 4-1 football. They've got them, so they've got a 5-4-1. Isco on one side, they've got Papu Gomez on the other, and then a midfield made up of Ivan Rakitic and Thomas Delaney. And then starting up top is Rafa Mir. On the bench for Sevilla today is Joan Jordan, or Jordan, I have no idea, Johan Jordan, I'd say. Jesus Navas, Kasper Dolberg, Erik Lamela, Carlos Alvarez, Nemanja Gudelj, Alberto Flores, Kike Salas, Marko Dimitrovic, Suso, Alex Tellez, and Adnan Januzaj. Very strong bench that from Sevilla, making several changes. I was expecting to see Kasper Dolberg starting. I'm surprised we're not seeing Alex Tellez starting as well. I presume they're just rotating a little bit to change things up. Not in great form in La Liga right now, so they'll be looking to try and get a bit of rotation in there, see how they perform, and see if they can get a good result today and take that into their weekend's game coming up in La Liga. So, moving on to your starting 11 for Manchester City today. Feel free, when I read the players out at home, to go, way, if you want to. Starting in goal then for Manchester City is number 18, Stefan Ortega-Moreno. Defence today at right back is number 82, Rico Lewis. Fantastic to see Rico Lewis starting for Manchester City today. I hope he puts in a high quality performance, which I'm sure that he will. At left back is number 21, Sergio Gomez. Our centre back pairing for today is number 3, Ruben Dias, and number 14, Aymeric Laporte. In midfield for Manchester City today, defensive midfield, number 8, Ilkay Gundogan. Number 47, Phil Foden. And starting at the top end of Manchester City's midfield is number 80, Cole Palmer. Great to see Cole Palmer fit, good to go, and starting in this game. Excited to see what he can do. And your Manchester City attacking front three today. On the right-hand side is number 26, Riyad Mahrez. On the left-hand side is number 10, Jack Grealish. And starting up top, your striker for today is number 19, Julian Alvarez. On the bench for Manchester City today is Joshua Wilson-Esbrand, Kevin De Bruyne, John Stones, Joao Cancelo, Ederson, Nathan Ake, Bernardo Silva, Rodri, and Scott Carson. A very, very strong bench from Manchester City. Joshua Wilson-Esbrand's unlucky not to be starting. I spoke in my preview the potential of Wilson-Esbrand starting and moving Gomez into defensive midfield to push Ilkay Gundogan further forward. It hasn't happened. It's going to be Gomez starting at left back, and so Joshua Wilson-Esbrand will get minutes, more than likely will come in the second half. I'm surprised we're not seeing more youngsters on the bench. Players like Carlos Borges would have been brilliant to have seen him on the bench and have his opportunity to make his Manchester City debut today. Could have been other players. Finley Burns, he's unlucky to miss out. Diamond Bude, he's unlucky to miss out. Oscar Bob, he's unlucky to miss out. These are the players that I was looking towards the bench to be on there, ready to make their debut for Manchester City. Give them 20 or 30 minutes to showcase what they can do, because if they're not going to feature for Manchester City this season, then so be it. But if there ever was going to be a game where they would, then this game would be that. And it hasn't happened, and it's a little bit disappointing if I'm completely honest. But Man City have chosen to go with a strong 11, a rotated 11, a big opportunity here for some players to find a bit of form, find their legs, and find a bit of sharpness in their game to give a bit of a selection headache, I'm sure, to Pep Guardiola. Riyad Mahrez, Sergio Gomez, Julian Alvarez, these are the players that I'm looking towards who've got the opportunity here to showcase what they can do. My score prediction, though, I'm going for 1-0 to Manchester City. Away, thank you very much for tuning in. Much appreciated. Andrew as well, thank you very much for tuning in. It is much appreciated. So, guys, we're on that aim to 100 likes. We're now into the 20s, which is brilliant. We're 79 likes away from 100 likes, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Also, don't forget as well, social media links, they're in the description below and on the yellow banner too. If you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram, my email also in the description below and on the yellow banner too. If you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries, do let me know your thoughts in the live chat, including where you're tuning in from this evening and also your score prediction for this game. I'm going for 1-0 to Manchester City. Also, don't forget as well to subscribe to my channel. That would be much appreciated. We're on that push now to 28k subscribers. I want to hit that by the end of the year, so any help towards that would be fab. Also, don't forget as well to leave a thumbs up. That would be fantastic as well. Subscribe if you're new around here. And lastly, do go and check out today's video sponsor, which is brought to you by OneFootball. This video is brought to you by OneFootball. If you want to download the OneFootball app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of my description, which will take you forward to where you can download this app. The OneFootball app is extremely useful if you are a huge football fan just like me. It provides you with the latest footballing news, transfer news, and the latest videos as well. It is one source of information of where I get my transfer news from. It also allows you to see the latest scores with what's happening in the footballing world. If you just click on a game, including any Manchester City game, it will not only bring up the latest team news, but it will also bring up the latest statistics and keep you up to date with everything happening in that game. If you want to download this app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of the description to stay up to date. Thank you very much to OneFootball for sponsoring this video. If you want to go and check them out, then links and details there in the description. It's a free app to download. OneFootball will keep you up to date with all the latest football news, transfer news, as well as the latest scores, results, statistics, live league tables, and all your good footballing needs. It's a brilliant app. It's free to download, highly rated, and well worth having, particularly with the World Cup just around the corner as well. So go and check that out. And anyone that does download the OneFootball app using my link does help to support the future content created here on my channel. Malcolm, thanks very much for tuning in, much appreciated. Edissa, thanks very much for tuning in, much appreciated. John Walters, regular here on the JSGC channel, welcome, thank you very much for tuning in. Malcolm going for 2-0 today to Manchester City. My score predictions 1-0 to Manchester City, so do let me know your score predictions in the live chat. We haven't really got too much more to do now. We're just waiting for kickoff. We're on our official now countdown to kickoff with less than 10 minutes to go until we do have the players out, and we will have kickoff here for the final group stage game of the 2022-2023 season for the Champions League. We've now got less than 7 minutes remaining until we do have kickoff. So we have got that to look forward to. If you do want to become a member of the JSGC channel, you get access to custom stickers, emojis, as well as priority access to some of my videos. And also, potentially, if we do get the numbers up, member-only live chats and live streams for you guys to enjoy. So if you want to go and become a member, it is £1.99 per month, and you do get a little badge next to your name as well, and I will give you a shout out as well if you do become a member. If you want to go and become a member of my channel, then all you need to do is press the join button next to the subscribe button, and also don't forget as well, if you do want to leave any donations or any super chats or anything, then that would be much appreciated. As stated before, anyone that does do any donations, all the revenue just goes back into the channel and creating top quality content for you guys to enjoy. And thank you to anybody that has helped to do that, and helping with my interaction with my sponsors and everything, and subscribing and commenting and liking and, you know, getting the algorithm up and everything. It is much appreciated. John asking, do I like American football? I do like the NFL. I do like American football, yeah. Saying, what do I think of the Manchester Titans? Never seen them play in my life. I have a big interest in the NFL. I enjoy watching the top end of American football. My team, Miami Dolphins, not having, hence the Dolphin, by the way, up there, not having a bad season. 5-3 now. They were 3-0, got off to a brilliant start, beat their division rivals, the Buffalo Bills, and then went 3-0 to picked up an injury. He was out with concussion, and I think it was it a foot injury. He was out for 3 games. They went from 3-0 to 3-3. He's come back, picked up a couple of victories again, now 5-3, and making a push towards what I hope will be a playoff push for the Dolphins this year. Would be really good. It'd be a top quality season, so hopefully, fingers crossed, that does happen. I have just started working with 888 Sport, actually, with their NFL stuff and promoting their things on there. So we're moving up in the American football and NFL world, and I am looking forward to working with 888 Sport, actually, as well. So we'll see where that leads. All opportunities are always good. So I'm going to take my dressing gown off. I'm a bit hot now. Got the Haaland t-shirt. There we go. Got it on. Nice, comfortable. And we're set. Ready to go. We've got the beer. Crack it open. Let's get it open. Let's get the drink going. And the players in the tunnel ready to go. I'm intrigued here to see Ortega-Moreno in goal for Manchester City. I managed to catch glimpses of the away match at Dortmund. But this is the first opportunity really that I've had to see Ortega-Moreno perform in a competitive game where I can sit down and actually watch the game with you guys on a live watch along as well. So I'm looking forward to this. Nice, crisp and cold. Very nice. Very nice. Malcolm, the Haaland t-shirt's very nice. Copped from Cup of Tea. They're linked in the description. You want to go and check it out. Got a good deal on, actually. I think it's around £8 the t-shirt, which isn't bad at all. So we're going to have the anthem. Looks like it's absolutely throwing it down in Manchester. We're going to have the anthem, so feel free to boo along to the anthem. Excuse me. I wonder if the fans can be bothered. The rain's really coming down in Manchester. The poor people that are shaking the logo of the flag in the centre circle look absolutely drenched. There's water absolutely flying all over the place from that. This is proper rain, proper Manchester weather. Welcome Sevilla, the frying pan of Spain. Away from there, that's far, far away. You're in the cold wind and rain of Manchester on a lovely November evening. Wow. The players look thrilled about this. Look absolutely thrilled. John says the Manchester Titans Brit Bowl 2022 winners. Come on, the Niners. Presume 49ers fan there. And well done to the Manchester Titans for winning the Brit Bowl. It'd be good for them to actually get American football a little bit more popular over here, to a point that they were producing more players that were heading off to the NFL. They've been flirting for a long, long time with having a potential British team. At the moment, the closest they've got is the Jacksonville Jaguars, who are playing a lot of games. I think they're playing every year for the last decade or so. I think they've been playing every game that's available in London for them. For the UK NFL games. I had a great opportunity last year to go and watch my team, the Dolphins, take on the Jacksonville Jaguars at Spurs Stadium, which was top quality. Did a vlog on that, which was very, very enjoyable. So Sevilla, they've got a couple of players on yellow cards that will be suspended for the Europa League if they pick up a yellow card today. So it's Montiel on a yellow card warning and Carmona on a yellow card warning. Should Gudelj or Erik Lamela come off the bench, they are also on yellow card warnings, and should they pick up a yellow card today, they will be suspended for Sevilla's next European game, which will be in the Europa League in 2023. Chris asking, how do I do a live watch along? Very simple and straightforward. What I do is use a system called OBS, connect everything up, as we're just ready and set for kickoff here. Sevilla playing in black, attacking from right to left, are going to get us underway for this game. Manchester City playing in their sky blue shirts, white shorts, sky blue socks, attacking from left to right. There's quite a few empty seats. I presume there's quite a few fans that are either on the cup scheme that have not bothered to turn up because of the weather. And it's been a bit of a dead rubber. There's quite a few at the front that haven't bought. They're probably inside the concourse or tried to find somewhere else to sit so they're not getting absolutely drenched, and hoping that the roof will do the job, as we do have kickoff here. And fair credit to, looks like maybe 200 or so, maybe 300, 300 Sevilla fans that have made the trip to Manchester, all huddled together. So a fair credit to all of them that have tuned in. So yeah, just connect it up to OBS, set everything up, go live, as Sevilla into a good position already. Ball over the top, shot comes in from and over the top of the crossbar and out for a goal kick to Manchester City. 27 seconds in, Laporte done for pace, and the first opportunity of the game. That's poor from Ruben Dias, gave the ball away. Ball was flicked over the shoulder. Laporte was done for pace. Mir off balance, gets a shot away, but it's sent long and over the top of the crossbar. Gundogan drops deep, and Ortega-Moreno has hold of the football here for Manchester City. Of course, picked up the most saves last season in the Bundesliga, as Cole Palmer looks like he's just run out of play, unfortunately. Chris, right, back to your question. So yeah, set up on OBS, get my camera, microphone, lights and everything all sorted. So there's the setup and everything that you can see. Then I have right in front of me, so the camera's literally here. Right behind the camera is where I've got my big television, which is where I'm watching the game. So I know exactly what's happening. It's all in real time. Nobody's ahead of me. It's all been streamed there. And then I can give you all of my thoughts. That's a really poor giveaway. And Jack Grealish is into the penalty area, and Julian Alvarez has hold of the ball. And Cole Palmer! Oh, he's got to be hitting the target from there. He's got to be hitting the target from there. 10 yards out, left foot, looking for the top corner, and it's over the top of the crossbar. And that was a great opportunity for Cole Palmer to grab a goal for Manchester City. Poor giveaway. Oh, it's not far away. It's desperately unlucky. He's looking for precision. I think anything on target there, as long as it's not at the keeper, probably goes into the back of the net. Unlucky from Palmer. No problem, Chris. Depends on how much, if you're wanting to do a live watch along, and how much money you're willing to invest and how much time you're willing to invest. Obviously, my channel's had continuous growth. I didn't start doing watch-alongs. I'd probably find it very intimidating to start off just doing watch-alongs. I managed to build a platform before I went into that and got everything sorted. Bit of a challenge. It's not perfect, but definitely something I enjoy doing. I can give all my thoughts in demand when things are happening for you guys to enjoy. So I do love doing the watch-alongs. It is a lot of effort. It's getting everything set up. You've got to schedule the streams. I create everything on the channel. So, God, make the thumbnail, sort out all the description and stuff. I have video sponsors, so I've got things to meet and do with that. And that's before the streams even got set up and started. And once set up and started, got to make things happen. There's Mahrez to Rico Lewis. I was meant to head back to the loft, fun fact, John, a couple of weeks ago, but life's got in the way. So that's pretty much on hold. So you won't be seeing the loft anytime soon, I'm afraid. I did like the loft, but I do much prefer, because that wasn't my house. This is my house. This is my own house, my own bought house. So this is everything in here is mine that I've worked hard for. So I'm very proud and very happy to be here. Yeah, so it is what it is. Andy, thanks very much for your kind comment there. Legendary watch-along broadcaster with the "What's going on, guys?" JSGC here. And there's an art to it. I remember doing a little bit of work with LB from City Extra, and was having a go and a practice at how to get the intro, and it's got to be full of enthusiasm. It's got to be done correctly. It's got to be different tones of voice. So how to do it, and it all depends on what the video's about how you approach doing the intro. As a good bit of pressure put on from Alvarez and City into the penalty area. Mahrez eventually gets it through to Cole Palmer. Ilkay Gundogan's had to spread the play and move it out wide to the left. Here's Jackie G on the ball now. Gets it onto his stronger right foot. And he's going away from goal, though. He's had to work it backwards. Here's big Ruben Dias, fresh from his Portuguese photo shoot with his top off, showing everybody up. Here's Mahrez now to Rico Lewis. Rico Lewis has done decent so far in the start of this game, the first 5 minutes or so. But yeah, back to the intro. It's got to be different tones of voice. If it's something serious. So remember when they were speaking about getting rid of the Champions League and going with their own European Super League, and everyone was very unhappy. It had to be what's going on, guys? JSGC here. And then like Man City win the Premier League, it's got to be what's going on, guys? JSGC here. Different tones of voice is how you do the intro. That's how things work. Big Sid, thanks very much for tuning in, much appreciated. Dad, thanks very much for tuning in as well, and DJ as well, tuning in from before, helping to moderate and keep everything clean in the chat. So some ground rules very quickly for you guys: no spamming, no spoiling it for others, no being abusive, and that's it. That's the only rules. Everything else, have fun. Siobi, thanks very much for tuning in. Thank you for your kind comment there. Fully back, ready to go for you guys. City Till I Die, hello, thanks very much for tuning in as well. Andy, I do remember Jack Freakish. Gets a bit freaky. That was very weird. I do remember that. Anyway, here is Mr. Freakish on the ball. He's doing well. Round 2 goes down. Ref, come on. Where's the free kick? What? No free kick. Oh no, what's he giving? Is he giving a corner? Or is he giving a free kick? What's he given? Well, it's good work from Jackie G there. Looking to try and get himself in tip-top form, ready for the World Cup, I'm sure. I think it's important now for these international players who'll be thinking to themselves to keep themselves fit. And injury 3. Corner then it is, not a free kick. Whipped in. And not enough height, and collected by Bono in goal. Scaffold, you feel like it's a beautiful day. So Sevilla working it out from the back. As we're up to 33 likes now, 67 likes to go. Any help towards that would be much appreciated, as Grealish has got the ball back and then gives the ball away. Also, don't forget to subscribe as well. That would be much appreciated. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. Today's video sponsor, OneFootball. Links in the details. The link is in the description, as well as all the details. Dad going for 3-0 tonight to Manchester City. I'm going 1-0 Manchester City. What's your score predictions? Do let me know in the comments below. There's been a lot of pressing and a lot of giveaways and a lot of mistakes at the moment. In the first 8 minutes. Hey, it was raining before I started singing. I don't think the weather can get much worse, to be honest. Here's Bono in goal. Yeah, having a break from Live Aid. How old is Irish Bono these days? He was never young when he released Beautiful Day. I remember that being the theme song, the intro song for Match of the Day about 20 years back. One of my earliest football memories. That I absolutely loved that intro. Rico Lewis makes a bursting run forward. He goes down in the penalty area. It's not a penalty. Good flick on from Sevilla. They can move the ball. Mahrez is pressing and wins the ball back. Decent. Really decent that from Riyad Mahrez. Here he is on the ball now. Ilkay Gundogan. Already from the first 9 minutes you can just tell that neither of the sets of players can really be bothered. Like a friendly game. Grealish then chips it over to Foden. It looked like he just drifted offside. Doesn't really matter anyway. The ball has just floated out for a goal kick as Foden couldn't get it under control. 9 minutes in. Manchester City 0, Sevilla 0 here in Manchester. A very wet and rainy Manchester. Not currently... I don't think it's raining here. Andy from the check-in teletext generation. I call the very, very back end because I used to check BBC teletext for the latest county championship cricket scores. Never done it, not done it really for football. As I started watching football, Sky Sports News came available on Freeview, so used to watch that. I do vaguely just caught the end of teletext. John, I'm not very far away from you at all. I can't hear any rain. It might be raining. It might just be very fine drizzle. I can't hear it, so it's not pounding it down. Yeah, I'm not very far away from you, John. Am I near Winter Hill? Fun fact, me and Mixid went up to Winter Hill not a few weeks ago, about 3-4 months ago, and took Aaron's drone up there, and he crashed it. That was fun. Not a million miles away from Winter Hill. I was going to say you can see Winter Hill. I can't see Winter Hill right now as I'm not facing it at the right angle, but Winter Hill's massive, particularly with that TV tower. It can be seen from Manchester City Centre, can't it? So yeah, I'm not right next to Winter Hill, but I'm not a million miles away from Winter Hill either. But yeah, I'm not sure if it's raining or not. Now I've never heard of Betamax before. Or is that Betamax? I don't know. City Till I Die can see Winter Hill. I'm not facing the right angle as Foden just tries to flick one towards Grealish in the penalty area. Winter Hill's that way. As I'm facing the screen, Winter Hill's that way. Right, well, give me a minute. Can I see Winter Hill? This is the question. Just give me a minute. Let me go into the other room. I'm back. Oh, I can confirm that my geography and directions are terrible. It's actually that way, not that way. And I can't see it. It's covered by buildings. If I was to have my Aaron's drone and fly it up about, 20 metres, then I'd see it. There we go. Anyway, Sevilla with the ball. I need to close the door. Don't let it disturb. As a cross comes in, and Ortega will take control of that. Looking to distribute it out. Nobody available, so he's just going to hold it. Here's Aymeric Laporte for Manchester City now. Moving the ball forward. Oh, I like that joke. That's funny. Used to write on slates when he was in school, and Neville Chamberlain was at number 10. Oh, Oh, that is funny. Waving around his white piece of paper. He's got peace in 38. I'm a history buff, so I got that. That was funny. Here's Philip. Goes down and gets a free kick. For Manchester City, there's not much happening. Let's have a look around the ground. Is there anything happening anywhere else? Right. Not a bad turnout from City fans, to be fair. Looks pretty full at the front, rather just a few empty seats dotted around here and there, but due to the weather, you can understand that. As it's a cracking ball sent in by Foden. Dias gets on the end of it, and it must have been about a foot wide of the far post, and out for a goal kick. Right, so latest scores. So some full-time scores. Real Madrid 5, Celtic 1. And Shakhtar 0, Leipzig 4. Latest scores. Chelsea 0, Dinamo Zagreb 1. Zagreb taking the lead there against Chelsea. Copenhagen 0, Borussia Dortmund 0. And you've also got Juventus taking on PSG, and Kylian Mbappe has given PSG the lead there. Maccabi Haifa and Benfica is 0-0. City Sevilla here is 0-0. And AC Milan are currently 1-0 up against Salzburg thanks to Olivier Giroud. And I've made the mistake of forgetting to check my betmate. So I'm hoping that everyone is starting. I've not felt the impact of that. And not everyone is. I've relied on substitutions to come in. Yeah, my defence aren't starting. Ooh, that's the end of my bet, mate. That's the end of that one. Ugh. Does anyone remember a TV show called Crystal Maze? 90s show. Never watched it. I think they're doing a Crystal Maze experience in Manchester now, actually. Massum, thanks very much for your concerns there, saying hope I am well. I'm very well, thank you. Ball gets sent forward towards Alvarez, wins it in the air, flicked up by Sevilla, and they will bring it clear after Mahrez goes down. Wanted a free kick, nothing given. That's a good tackle. Oh, no, free kick given. Never mind. Here's Grealish. Wants to take his man on. Does well into the penalty area. Gets it to Foden, and like Rico Lewis was in a better position there. Took it away from him so he could have a shot. I think Jack's telling Phil that was meant for Rico Lewis. Foden off balance. I have no idea who Richard O'Brien is. I don't remember Treasure Hunt either on Channel 4. That's a cracking ball from Sevilla, and they're into the penalty area. Sergio Gomez is beat for pace. That's a good save from Ortega-Moreno. Gets a good strong hand onto it, and City can bring it clear, and I think that might actually be the first save of the game. City have had the better opportunities. Cole Palmer going closest. In my opinion, should have been a goal. Diaz before unlucky to go just wide. But the first save from Ortega-Moreno getting out low down low to push it out as Man City come forward through Foden now to Jack Grealish. Looking for a bit of movement in the middle. Foden whips a ball in. Good defending from Sevilla and headed into the Sevilla fans in the south stand, which means a corner to Manchester City is what's going to happen now. Phil Foden goes over to take. It's got Jack Grealish for company. The corner comes in, whipped in. It's a decent ball in. It's just above Diaz as Rico Lewis has an effort and it's just wide. Cracking effort that from Rico Lewis. Has a smile on his face, fancying himself his first Manchester City senior goal, it seems. Getting himself into some good positions. Got a good shot on him there. He's about 30 yards out. Sat up right for him. And he's not far away. Hits the outside of the little post that holds the net up. So not far away at all. Chris, it does look good, the Crystal Maze experience, to be fair. I've not got round to doing it either. I think it's like 50 quid per person. Granada TV. The good old days. We'll be speaking about Heartbeat soon. Never actually watched Heartbeat. Just knew the theme song. You can see Windsor Hill from miles away. It's huge. Doesn't surprise me that you can see it all the way on the coast in Southport. Like I said, it can be seen from Manchester City Centre very clearly as well. You can see it from the Etihad, actually, if you sit in the right position. I think it does have to be pre-booked. I mean, I don't know how busy it is. They have a Cube experience in Manchester as well, actually. The TV show The Cube. 22 minutes in then here at the Etihad, 0-0. Sent long by Bono off the back of Rico Lewis, and Isco's got hold of the ball here for Sevilla, and a cross can come into the penalty area now, and the header's won and wide. Sevilla's best opportunity through Mur. Gets a decent head onto that, and it's just wide of the post. Probably should have found the target from there. I don't think Man City's defence covered themselves in glory there. Gomez peeled off his marker, beaten physically in the air. I mean, Murray's a lot bigger than him. But Sevilla recognising that they've got physical presence up top, balls into the box against City's defence might just be the way to go. And if you're wanting Mur to be physically challenged, you're wanting him to go up against Gomez rather than Diaz or Laporte. Andy saying loves Southport, arguably better than Blackpool. Back in the day, Blackpool was a designated area for working class holidays, and Southport was the go-to holiday destination by the coast for the middle class people. So it has a little bit more oomph about Southport than what Blackpool does. Obviously, Blackpool had its big rise in the 50s. And they've just kind of gone to the slums ever since. Here's Rico Lewis to Ruben Diaz. I speak about Blackpool like I don't like it. I'm from there. Blackpool born. Blackpool born and raised. Here's Mahrez. He's tackled and out for a throw into Manchester City. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be that many empty seats about. Don't know what other than the first tier looking like, but it looks pretty full. It's the Erling Haaland effect, although obviously with his foot injury, doesn't feature today. I mean, it was said several days ago that he wasn't going to be featuring today. should be back for Fulham. Remains to be seen whether he'll start. He may just come off the bench and start next midweek in our game against Chelsea in the Carabao Cup, or the League Cup, or the EFL Cup, whatever you want to call it. Here's Ruben Dias. Works it out to Gomez. Cross comes in, headed clear. Alvarez has been involved in the build-up play and dropping deep and picking the ball up. I would say Foden and Grealish have looked more lively. Mahrez hasn't really been too involved as of yet. Here's Gomez now, finds a pass to Foden. Here's Grealish in the penalty area, squares it across, and Sevilla can get a foot onto it before it arrived to Riyad Mahrez as Gundogan flicks one on. City haven't really made it link up too well. I mean, first 10 minutes, they had a couple of bits of link-up play. Both teams were a bit sloppy with the ball, and then it's just gone a bit lethargic. Actually, Sevilla has started to grow into the game. But we await the first goal here. 26 minutes in, 0-0. Is Gomez coming forward for Manchester City. A lot of the ball is being played in the Sevilla half, I will add. When they are coming forward, it is counter-attacks. Here's Big Ruben. Gives it to Cole Palmer. Rico Lewis now. City just working the ball. Looking for a bit of space. There isn't much space. Here's Gundogan now. To Rico Lewis. Rico Lewis almost acting as a second defensive midfielder rather than a right back. As Sevilla's goalkeeper there slipped and is giving away. He was stretching there to make sure, because he was under pressure, making sure he didn't give the ball away, but his clearance did. As Foden's into a great position. Here's Gundogan. And it's into the side netting. A few of the fans thought that went in. Good build-up play that from City, working the way around. Good play all round. Foden to Gundogan, he was perfectly onside. He should have found the back of the net. Was this good defending, or was it just a poor shot? I think he gets a block. Good defending from Sevilla. Here's a corner to Manchester City then. Grealish sends it in towards Mahrez on the volley and gets his foot over the top of that and out of play for a goal kick. Mahrez frustrated because it was a decent corner. It was a good ball from Jack Grealish and just gets above it and into the stands for a goal kick. City Till I Die, I've never seen it before, on the story of City being formed back in 1894. I think I've learnt in history about Burnley, originating from Burnley Cricket Club, which is at the back of Turf Moor, which is also just happens to be where Jimmy Anderson, one of England's greatest ever bowlers, was produced. What other ones? I think that might be the only one I learnt about, in terms of formation. And then obviously you got the AFC Wimbledon, or obviously the old Wimbledon and Milton Keynes Dons dodgy formation. Thoughts on Gomez? Not really seen enough of Sergio Gomez. I don't. It's not that I'm not convinced by him. He reminds me a lot of a very raw Alexander Zinchenko. And obviously Zinchenko had years to embed himself at Manchester City. It's probably going to take 3 or 4 years, really, because he's only young. He's 21 years old. It's going to take 4 or 5 years for him to really flourish and showcase his skills at Manchester City and to the Premier League as well. I just feel like we've sold one player who was doing a perfectly good job to bring another player in who we're going to have to wait 3 or 4 years to get back up to that level in what was, to me, a pretty pointless transfer situation in letting Zinchenko go to bring Gomez in. I'm not doubting Gomez's quality. I think he's a decent player. Obviously, he's got he's got to learn. He's had the red card against Copenhagen away from home, which I'm sure he'll have been disappointed by and he'll learn from. Got another opportunity today. It's not like he's not going to get minutes, because he is. Defensively looks a bit suspect, but again, he can iron that out of his game. Physically not the best either, but decent on the ball. Jude, thanks very much for tuning in. John, I've never been to Llandudno before. I've been told good things, but I've never been that thrilled by the thought of going to Wales. No disrespect. I won't mind doing a bit of football on an away day. Swansea or Cardiff would take my fancy. It's just a trek, as that's going to be 1-0 Sevilla. Corner comes in, headed in from the corner, and 1-0 Sevilla. Simple as that. Decent header, that, to be fair. And Manchester City behind. We'll go back to that physicalness of Sergio Gomez. Just got bullied out the way, so a corner was given. Beat, not unmarked, but physically there. Mer's been showing his quality. Beats the City defence. Who's marking him? Who is marking him? Gomez, Diaz, Rico Lewis. None of them went near him. A 3-header. That's really disappointing. It's a cracking header. Really cracking header. But as I mentioned 10 minutes ago, Sevilla have been growing into the game and they found that goal. And Man City's clean sheet disappears. And City have some work to do. They want to remain unbeaten. Cole Palmer misses his big opportunity after, 4 minutes in or so? 31 minutes in, City punished for that, and Sevilla lead. I mean, it's a dead rubber game. City could lose this 5-0, and as long as we win at the weekend, I couldn't care less. So I'm not going to be worried. But I think it's just they always want to strive for perfection. This game's all about not picking up any injuries and trying to put in a good performance. John, a big fan of Piers, likes Blackpool, St Anne's, Southport, Llandudno, Weston-super-Mare. Not so much a fan of Wigan Pier. See, Wigan Pier. Someone's on my wavelength. As a free kick comes in from City. Not really bouncing around and cleared. Could Ortega have done anything about it? It's just a top quality header. It's absolutely perfect into the side of the net. Heads it at the back post and just goes boom. Heads it right back across goal. No real pace on it. Position of the keeper, maybe. I'm more looking towards there's 3 players around him, but not marking him to give him a free header that he can direct and get plenty of power on it. But Mer's a physical striker. I spoke of it before. Missed that good header when Gomez was marking him. He's learned from his mistake. He doesn't make that mistake twice and puts it into the back of the net next time, and a threat that City need to deal with. But more so than from a defensive point of view, we all know City's defence isn't that brilliant. Man City's best asset is attacking and scoring goals and putting the opposition under pressure. And apart from the first maybe 5 minutes or so, we haven't really seen too much from Manchester City, which is a little bit disappointing. And as I was mentioning before, there's a few players here that are playing for City that are fighting for their starting spots for the game against Fulham on Saturday. So I'd like to see a little bit more from Manchester City's attacking line. And the senior players there, the likes of Mahrez, Gundogan. I'd probably put Jack Grealish and Phil Foden there. These are experienced professional players for Manchester City now, who are top quality players who know what it's like to perform week in, week out at the highest end. So they're really to try and take the game by the scruff of the neck. I think that maybe the players are just struggling for a little bit of motivation. Wigan Pier was actually one of my favourite school trips that I did. Learning all about Victorian England. We did a cracking school trip to the IMAX cinema in Manchester City Centre. We saw a brilliant theatre performance of Blood Brothers on a school trip once upon a time. I think that was at the Blackpool Grand Theatre. Was brilliant. I really enjoyed that school trip. Sub 2, thanks very much for tuning in. Much appreciated. Now, Jude, I'm glad you hit on that point. Need another winger. So, we know what City are looking for. We're in the market for a central midfielder. Potentially looking towards the situation with Bernardo Silva. We also look a little bit light in midfield, but that doesn't help that Kalvin Phillips has been injured for the last 4 months or so. So, we know we're looking at a central midfielder. We're more than likely going to be looking at a fullback. Kyle Walker's injury is concerned, and we're at a point where, in my opinion, once Kyle Walker's pace goes, to me, he's going to be a bit of a useless player at Manchester City. His attribute is his ability to get forward, his ability to track back and use his pace to help Manchester City to defend. And once that pace goes away, to me, defensively isn't a player that's good enough to be performing at the top end. And he's had his injuries this season, and I have noticed ever so slightly that pace is starting to go, and that will happen with age. And I think over the next 2 seasons or so, I reckon that pace will more than likely be gone. And if that's the case, then City need to start looking at other fullbacks. Now, obviously, the whole thing with Benjamin Mendy, who knows what's going to happen with that, but one thing I do know is that Benjamin Mendy's never going to be in a Manchester City shirt again. We've let Alexander Zinchenko go, so we're left with Joao Cancelo, and we've got Sergio Gomez and an injured Kyle Walker as our fullback option. So we're looking a bit bare. A good opportunity today for Rico Lewis to show what he can do. I just I wonder if Manchester City are potentially going to have a look at a fullback either in January or next summer, and then potentially loan Rico Lewis out to give him more experience. To me, to do what James McAtee and Tommy Doyle are doing, who are both doing very well, it seems, at Sheffield United, that give him some experience at the top end of the Championship would do him wonders, and he could assess his options then in the next 18 months to see if he is Premier League proven and Premier League ready. And that's utilising the loan market. But other than that, the only other area in the squad, as you mentioned there, would be a winger. Raheem Sterling, Gabriel Jesus were 2 players that could play out wide. We've signed an Erling Haaland who doesn't play out wide. Alvarez can cover out wide, but we've not really seen him out there. And then you've seen the form of Riyad Mahrez has gone away from him at the moment, which, quite frankly, we could do with him getting a bit of confidence and getting that form back, because it'd be very useful for City over the next 3 or 4 games before the World Cup comes about, that we'll have Mahrez good to go. Are Algeria going to the World Cup? I'm not sure that they are. So as long as Mahrez can stay injury free, he should be fresh and ready to go once football does return Boxing Day. But for City, I think it returns a day or 2 later against Leeds United away. I don't know. We'll see. At the moment, though, this hasn't been a clean or good performance from Manchester City. Anyway, we're on the aim towards 100 likes. We're nearly halfway there. We're now 62 likes away from 100 likes. So any help towards that will be much appreciated. Subscribe as well if you're new around here. And do go check out today's video. Sponsor OneFootball, link in the description and also in the live chat. John said school trip went to the Museum of Science and Industry, otherwise known as the Mozzie Museum, and lives not far away from where Fred Dibner lives. He's got his own little statue in Bolton town centre, as a drilled shot from Gomez comes in, cleared by Sevilla. They've got enough bodies around Sevilla to get the important interceptions and important blocks in, as Jack Grealish legs up one of the Sevilla players and a free kick is given there. Not sure if it's a Sevilla player making it look more dramatic than what it was, or whether that was a pretty nasty challenge. Who knows? Can City find a goal before half-time and break down the Sevilla defensive wall? Here's Mahrez. That's a cracking ball. Good control that from Grealish. It's got options. Uses Gomez. Dias now, centre to goal, about 40 yards away. Goes to Laporte in a bit of space. Here's Foden. Gundogan gives the ball to Ruben Dias now. It's not a great ball, but Grealish picks it up and he has a shot blocked, and that's not going to roll out of play for a goal kick. For a corner kick, sorry. It's going to be cleared by Sevilla. Laporte can control the clearance, though not the greatest clearance. That's just the hit and hope, and the pressure's just coming back to Sevilla, who have literally got all 11 men behind the ball, all within 40 yards of their own goal, sitting very tight and very deep. Here is Ruben Dias then for Manchester City. This game's crying out for a player that's got a bit of creativity, crying out for a De Bruyne or something, really, isn't it? Anyway, here's Rico Lewis. Been impressed with him so far. Palmer's not done too bad. Other than that, it's been a bit mediocre from Manchester City, if I'm being honest. Here's Grealish. Do I think Messi will come next year? He's been linked with a move to David Beckham's Miami. As mentioned in my transfer update, I'd be very surprised if he goes anywhere other than staying at PSG. At the moment, it works. If there's anyone that's unhappy at PSG right now, it's Mbappe. It's not Lionel Messi. He'll be more than happy if they're going to continue to pay him big wages, because he's just starting to come into his own. If PSG can show some progress in the Champions League, and he can do well with Argentina, I can see him wanting just to stay in Paris for at least another season. I won't be surprised to see him sign an extension, or even a 2-year extension, to be fair. I mean, the only other place he'd really want to go would be Barcelona, and I just don't think they're in a financial situation with their wage structure to make that happen. Mike, thanks very much for tuning in, and thanks very much for your kind comment. Good to see you here. Much appreciated. Sub 2 not happy with Sevilla's approach. Sevilla will respond back to that by saying, we're winning. They're at the Etihad. They're winning. They're happy. They'll do whatever they can to make that happen. It's up to Man City to break down that stubborn Sevilla wall. Yeah, I'm watching it live and in play, so there's no lags, no delays or anything here my end. Now one of Sevilla players has gone down injured. Very white teeth. It means we'll get a bit of added time. City is going to finish first, regardless of what happens here. City win, lose or draw, we finish first. Dortmund guaranteed second, win, lose or draw. Sevilla guaranteed third in a Europa League spot, win, lose or draw. And Copenhagen guaranteed to be going out in fourth place and bottom of the group, win, lose or draw. All sorted this group. Just playing for pride. Playing for a bit of sharpness. So 2 minutes it is that's been added on. And Sevilla will make the first change of the game. And Martial's game is done. And Gudelj comes on. Can't afford a yellow card, remember, or will be suspended for the next match in the Europa League. Who do I think is going to win the tournament? If it's not going to be City, who JSGC has stupidly booked a 2-week break to Iceland at the beginning of June, when the Champions League final is. So I'll just have to find somewhere there to watch. That's a great ball. Grealish takes control, drills it back across. Keeper gets a good hand to it. They get it clear, and another shot comes flying in and wide. I think it was Gomez with the shot. And that'll probably coast towards half-time. If it's not going to be City, I mean, it's very difficult at this stage to judge. Never going to rule Liverpool out just because they're so experienced. Real Madrid, as you saw last year, just serial Champions League winners. A team to look out for. Bayern Munich with Sadio Mane now looks strong, but they've not got Lewandowski. Is that going to have any effect? Remains to be seen. Napoli have been a team I've been impressed with up until yesterday. Their defeat at Anfield, I don't think they'll win. I don't think they'll get close either. Obviously, City, I wouldn't rule out. It's a great ball towards Grealish and cleared by Sevilla, and that's the 2 minutes done. Referee's not blowing the whistle, though. Here's Foden. Last chance for City. Then gets squared across and out for a corner. The referee... I've never been to Iceland, so I don't know what to expect. Looking forward to the trip. Just a shame I'm missing the Champions League final, but we'll see if City are in it or not. I hope they are. Corner comes in from City and cleared. And that surely should be that. Yep, half-time. There we go then. Sevilla lead here against Manchester City at half-time by 1-2. Not been a good first half from Manchester City, to say the least. Got a whole 45 minutes to try and put it right, I hope. So what we'll do is we'll go through the stats, see if we can draw up any conclusions from this first half and where City can improve on, and then have a look at what we could do second half to try and turn this round. Then we'll go through the scores from around the grounds, and then we've got a little bit of halftime entertainment for you guys to enjoy. Mike asks, best striker in the world? Right now, I think you'd struggle to argue against Erling Haaland, to be honest. 31st minute, an assist for Isco on the corner. It's Rafa Mir's header that's given Sevilla the lead. Martial's just gone off injured and Gudelj just come on. In terms of stats for this game, City having more possession, 59% possession compared with 41% possession for Sevilla. 50% duelled and aerial duels. One, City have had more corners, 4 compared with just 1 for Sevilla, where they found that goal. Typical. In terms of attacking stats, 9 shots for City, just 1 shot on target, no goals. That's very, very disappointing. Cole Palmer's effort early on, probably the closest City have gone towards a goal. Sevilla, 4 shots, 2 on target, with 1 goal from their corner from that header from from the corner. 7 shots inside the box, 2 outside the box for City. All 4 of Sevilla's efforts have come inside the box. In terms of defensive stats, 4 tackles for City at a tackle completion rate of 75%. 3 tackles for Sevilla at a tackle completion rate of 66.7%. That's, if you're good at your maths there, that's 2 out of 3, 2/3. In terms of clearances, none for Manchester City, but 16 for Sevilla, and 2 interceptions apiece for both teams. Man City with 326 passes at a pass completion rate of 80, just under 90%, 89%. Sevilla with 229 passes at a pass completion rate of 85%. And this, what we've seen, doesn't really represent a team that you would think is currently 3rd bottom of La Liga. But there we go. Nicholas, what's up? Thanks very much for tuning in. Much appreciated. In terms of crosses, 14 crosses attempted by City at a cross completion rate of 21%. Normally, when City are behind, they go to start crossing the ball all the time. So 21%, it's not really a bad return. Sevilla attempting 3 crosses at a cross completion rate of 66%. Again, if you're good at your maths, 2 out of 3, which to say isn't bad. Discipline, it's 5 fouls conceded by City, no yellow cards, no red cards. 3 fouls conceded by Sevilla, no yellow cards and no red cards. Man City not matching Sevilla physically, particularly when they're deciding to come forward. Manchester City not put their opportunities away, lacking a little bit of creativity, lacking a little bit of flair. Quite frankly, half-time, they need a big kick up the arse and tell them, go out there and go and make it happen. If they want to start in the next game, these players, then go out there and showcase why you should be starting. Because if not, I don't think Pep Guardiola is going to have too many selection headaches. Now, going round the grounds. So we're going to start off first in the Champions League. The 2 early kickoffs has finished Real Madrid 5, Celtic 1, and Shakhtar Donetsk 0, RB Leipzig 4. In London, currently Chelsea 2, Dinamo Zagreb 1. Copenhagen 1, Dortmund 1, Juventus 1, PSG 1, Maccabi Haifa 1, Benfica 1, Man City 0, Sevilla 1, and AC Milan 1, Red Bull Salzburg 0. In England, we'll start first with the Championship. Half-time scores: Birmingham 0, Millwall 0, Burnley 1, Rotherham 1, Cardiff 1, Watford 1, Huddersfield 0, Sunderland 0, Norwich 0, QPR 0, and Wigan 0, Stoke City 0. Any other games? Women's Championship, we've got Southampton 3, Coventry United 0 in the 90th minute. National League South, Hampton Waterlooville 0, Ebbsfleet 0. It's just gone into the second half. And in the Papa John's Trophy, it's been added on time towards full time. Charlton Athletic 2, Brighton and Hove Albion under 21s 1. It's a late goal from Jack Payne, actually, has given Charlton the win as the full time whistle has gone there at the Valley. So that's keeping you guys all up to date. So everything I just provided to you there was provided by my video sponsor for today, which is brought to you by OneFootball. This video is brought to you by OneFootball. If you want to download the OneFootball app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of my description, which will take you forward to where you can download this app. The OneFootball app is extremely useful if you are a huge football fan just like me. It provides you with the latest footballing news, transfer news, and the latest videos as well. It is one source of information of where I get my transfer news from. It also allows you to see the latest scores with what's happening in the footballing world. If you just click on a game, including any Manchester City game, it will not only bring up the latest team news, but it will also bring up the latest statistics and keep you up to date with everything happening in that game. If you want to download this app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of the description to stay up to date. Thank you very much to OneFootball for sponsoring this video. If you want to go and check them out, then link and details are in the description. Also, do go and check out GT Player, who provided today's chair. This limited edition Manchester City chair, which I'm currently sat on. Very comfortable as well. Got a little promo video for that, which I'll roll right now. cracking chair. You can go and check it out. Links there at the bottom of the description. Also got my Erling Haaland t-shirt, which was sent to me by Cup of Tea. Their details are also in the description if you want to go and check them out. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up as well if you do enjoy this video. We're nearly halfway to 100 likes. We're 56 likes away. So any help towards that would be much appreciated. Also, don't forget as well to leave your thoughts in the live chat of your thoughts on the first half performance. Social media links are in the description below and also on the yellow banner too if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. And also don't forget to subscribe to my channel. That would be much appreciated. Right, heading over to my partner channel, Mixed, providing today's halftime entertainment for you guys to enjoy. It's a cold, wet, chilly November evening here in the UK to warm you up. Think of the Caribbean and Barbados. This is the Barbados surprise provided by Mixed, whose link is in the description. Go and like and subscribe over there. Go and sit back, relax, and I'll see you all for the start of the second half.
Welcome to the Mixed channel where we do cocktails, summer themed cocktails, anything in your imagination. So welcome to the channel. And today's summer themed cocktail, guys, that we're going to do is a Barbados surprise, and I'll show you guys how to make this very colourful drink. So to make the Barbados surprise, guys, is get a hurricane glass and put in 15 ml or half an ounce of grenadine. So it does look very similar to the rainbow cocktail list. So the last bit now is to add blue curacao with white rum. And mix it together, because with blue curacao it'll just seep all the way through. So you've got to mix it with the white rum now, because it's quite thick, blue curacao. So get your mixing glass now. So now add 15 ml or half an ounce of blue curacao. And last 50 ml, just over 1.5 ounce of white rum. So give it a little bit of stir now. And now to layer on top now to finish it off. So now get the back of the bar spoon and just lay it and just do a slow pour. Now just do a slow pour over the back of the bar spoon, layer it on top.
There's been locked downstairs. Downstairs. Alright, yeah. Okay, cool. Nah.
And there we go, guys, one Barbados surprise. So as you can see, it's blue on top, where it mixes with the orange juice. Can see the green colour coming through it. Then you got the yellow and then the orange, and then the red. And that, guys, is the Barbados surprise. So you can garnish it with an orange wheel, but I'm going to use, again, an umbrella. So, because it just looks beautiful. Like I said, it's one of the most beautiful summer drinks you'll ever have. Because it's nicely presented and it's just beautiful. Cannot wait to try it. And there we go. It's a better summer themed drink. I don't think I'll make a better one this summer than this. It just looks perfect. It's absolutely beautiful. That, guys, is a Barbados surprise. That is how you make it. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. The Barbados surprise. So let's add a straw and let's taste this bad boy. That is so refreshing. That is absolutely perfect. I don't think that'll be another summer themed drink this summer. Oh, just beautiful. Mix it in with the blue curacao, the white rum, the orange juice, and the grenadine. It just tastes like summer. It's like a party. It's like there's a party in my mouth and everyone's invited, but 100 times over. That is absolutely fantastic. It looks gorgeous. It tastes fantastic. It's a party. It is the summer cocktail of 2022. I said the dirty chili, eat your heart out. Now that is a summer drink, the Barbados surprise. And that, my friends, is a 10 out of 10. That is my go-to summer drink this summer. But that is my summer drink of 2022, the Barbados surprise. I don't think I'll be it, but if you do know any, or if you see a really nicely presented one like this, do let me know in the comments below, because I want to hear your recommendations, because this is fantastic. It's not often I give a drink 10 out of 10, but this it tastes beautiful. I could just imagine myself sat up on the beach in Barbados sipping this, and this is fantastic. Oh my, absolutely gorgeous. But that, my friends, is the Barbados surprise. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Mix It, as it really does help the channel grow. Like I said, I'm on the road to 2k, as we're less than 500 subs away before the year's out. That's my goal. Kind of smash it before then. But like I said, as always, thank you for your support throughout 2022 and for the last 5 years, as the channel is now 5 years old. But it's been a fantastic journey so far. I've enjoyed doing these videos and I will continue to do more. As like I said, throughout July and August, I will be continuing with summer themed drinks. As my next summer themed cocktail, guys, will be the Pina Colada, and I will see you then. Have a nice day. Cheers.
Thank you very much there to Mixed for providing today's halftime entertainment with the scrumptious looking Barbados surprise. If you want to go and check him out, then links and details, they are all in the description. So some second half subs are being made just before we do have kickoff for the second half. So firstly, Alex Telles comes on for Acuna. We're also seeing Rodri come on for Manchester City. I mean, Rodri's not really had much of a break. He comes on for Jack Grealish. So, City ready to get underway for the second half here. Going to be attacking from right to left towards the family stand. So they're going to be attacking towards their fans in the south stand. All, what, 200-300 of them. Fair credit for them making the effort and come in as well. In a meaningless game. And we do have kick-off. Mixon just gave me wood. That is hilarious. I don't know if he's in on the chat or not, but if he is, that is amazing. Ugh. Here's Gomez. Gives it to Gundogan. I wonder what Pep said at half time. Here's Mahrez then. He gets a cross in towards Foden. Showing a little bit of a change of shape for Man City with Grealish coming off. Foden potentially going out into that area instead. Looks like Rico Lewis now going more to the right hand side rather than central. Here's Mahrez to Gundogan. Can't thread it through. Here's Mahrez. Rico Lewis is crying out for it, and Mahrez I don't think saw him. That was an opportunity, that, for City. Bernardo's doing some applause. Here's Rico Lewis now to Mahrez. So Montiel with a throw in here for Sevilla. Intercepted by Manchester City. I mean, all 4 minutes here of the play's been played in Sevilla's half. But as it is right now, Manchester City still searching for their first goal. And, of course, the equaliser is Rico Lewis. Cuts in well, goes with his left foot, finds the cross, and that's a bit of a strange shot by Sergio Gomez, and headed clear. Here is Ruben Dias for Manchester City. Mike, thanks very much for tuning in. I'll see you on Saturday. Here's Mahrez. Gives it to Gundogan. Here's Laporte now. Gomez. Laporte. Gundogan. Back to Laporte. Diaz. As we're now over halfway to 100 likes. So we've got 49 likes to go. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. Subscribe as well if you're new around here. And do go and check out today's video. Sponsor One Football, link in the description. Cole Palmer trying to burst forward. The stubborn Sevilla wall gets in the way. And they can come away with the ball as well. Here's Isco. Always getting linked with a move to Manchester City. Never materialised. I don't think he will become a player of Manchester City. Here's Ruben Dias then for City. Gundogan with the ball. Gives it to Rodri. And Aymeric Laporte can pick the ball up now. Here is Father Ruben. Gives it to Rico Lewis. Back to Ruben Dias once more. Here's Ilkay Gundogan. Rodri now to Gundogan. Takes a touch. There's space there for Palmer. Finds Palmer. He nearly dropped the shoulder well as ball's given away. And Alvarez can play it in. It's Rico Lewis. And an equaliser. And it's his first goal for Manchester City. Good for Rico Lewis. And Manchester City finally break the stubborn one. Look what it means to the young man. He is buzzing. I'm buzzing. 1-1. Rico Lewis with the equaliser. His first goal for Manchester City. What a moment. What a brilliant, brilliant moment for the young man. And Manchester City find their equaliser. It was given away. Alvarez threads it in. Rico Lewis goes for the near post. He goes high. Too much power for Bono to handle. And Rico Lewis is having a beautiful day. Gets a hand onto it, the keeper as well. He's so happy to find his first Manchester City senior goal. Rico Lewis, good for you. I'm getting overexcited. Spilt my drink. Not got on my white t-shirt. Here's Gundogan now. Tries to find Alvarez. Can't find him, and Sevilla can slow it down. So it's taken 8 minutes in the first half for Manchester City to find that goal, to find the equaliser. And we have both teams to score now. An assist, I think, for Alvarez. Here's Rodri. Heung-min Son's undergone surgery to stabilise a fracture around his left eye. And it was Alvarez with the assist. So free kick here for City. Whipped in, it's poor and just cleared out for a corner. Really poor that from City. It's Thomas Delaney getting his foot onto it. There's Rafa Mers down. Not sure what's wrong with him. So they're preparing their third substitution of the game. Already seen Tellez come on. And was it Gudelj? Wonder if it's going to be for Mer that. Anyway, corner from City comes in. It's a good one and a great save. Poked in. No! Another good save from Bono. It was Ruben Dias with the header. Cracking header. And Alvarez tried to follow it in with a flick. I think he might have been offside. But Bono didn't know that. And made a beautiful double save. Made himself big. Keeps it at 1-1. They're being pressed once more. We have woken up now. City till I die. And City look a little bit better now. Go long. Poor from Sevilla with the head. And Mahrez has got hold of it now. Running against the Sevilla players. He goes down. City want a free kick. Referee says no. Sergio Gomez is in a good position. His cross is not very good. It's not going to go out of play, though. And Sevilla are going to have to deal with it. And it's good pressing that from Rico Lewis. And it'll be a goal kick. As it's going to be Isco that comes off. And Erik Lamela, former Spurs man, is going to come on. Ilkay Gundogan's going to come off for Manchester City. And it's going to be Bernardo Silva coming on. That's where I thought it'd have been useful to have some young players coming on. I don't really see the point of bringing the likes of Bernardo on. If we're going to give them a rest, give them a full rest. Ready for a final 3 games. But I reckon Pep's probably just going to... Mick said it was the Barbados surprise. Somebody got wood off it. Funny. That's going to be a free kick for Sevilla. A better ball there from Bernardo to Mahrez, and City could have been in. I don't remember that episode of Only Fools and Horses. There you go, John Walters. In what's quite possibly my favourite comment on any live stream this year. That's going to be won back by City. That's brilliant work from Bernardo. And a combination of him and Foden means City can come away with it. Alvarez goes early with his ball. And Mahrez just backed away there. And no problem, Mixed. Some were saying you could have made a Ukraine drink if you didn't have the grenadine. But the grenadine's the thickness at the bottom that keeps it intact. With the colour combination. It's a very nice looking cocktail. Northern Irish, thanks very much for tuning in. Tuning in from the Etihad Stadium. Whereabouts are you sat? Maybe we'll be able to see you on the screen. I hope you're enjoying the Etihad. I hope you're not getting too wet as well. Mahrez squares it in and Foden has a shot. It's blocked and Sevilla can come away with the ball. Caribbean themed at the time. Got to love a good Caribbean theme. Here's Cole Palmer. Tries to thread one to Alvarez. Can't. Above Pep. Are you in Tunnel Club? So throw in here for Sevilla. Got a picture with KDB. Decent. The Wi-Fi and hospitality was brilliant. I was in a better financial position. And look at more hospitality. I'd like to go do the Chairman's Club or go downstairs in Tunnel Club would be good. But we'll probably be limited to one of the bars, I reckon, if we do end up doing a hospitality one this season, which I hope we do. Got all kinds of things planned that we'd like to do. It's just having the time, money, and precision to be able to do it. Here's Gomez. On the left. The Bernardo Silva centralising it. Here's Rodri. He's going to do a Rodri rocket? No, not yet. Bernardo tries to chip one in to no avail. Comes back to Aymeric Laporte now. Here's Ruben Dias to Rodri. As we're now on to 55 likes, 45 likes to go. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. Here's Foden to Bernardo. Foden. Alvarez. Gomez. Good cross that. Cleared. Here's Bernardo. Back to Laporte. Here's Bernardo. Bernardo. Another deep cross comes in towards Alvarez, which Bono will pick off. And Sevilla look to try and distribute this quickly. And they've done well into the City half. Is that the first time they've been in City's half? In the second half? Maybe. Right, anyway. Sevilla just knocking it around. Nowhere really to go. It's Tellez. They take some risks severe at the back, don't they? Wow. Nicholas Otamendi needs to play for them. Be a match made in heaven, taking risks. And Sevilla actually have got a man over. And they use the man, and the shot comes in, and it's... If it gets it wrong, it's the outside of his foot. Haaland is up near his box, the screen showed before. That was all round poor from Sevilla, the execution there. Good build-up play. Here's Gomez to Bernardo now. Diaz gives it to Rico Lewis. Mahrez. Here's Bernardo. Rodri Rocket? No, not yet. Bernardo gives it to Laporte. Gomez back to Laporte. Severe pressing City, so City having to go backwards. Ruben Dias now to Rodri. Here's Mahrez dropping a bit deeper. Floats the ball towards Alvarez and he can't get it under control, and Bono will take control of that. So they're not frightened to pass and have a touch of the ball. So 26 minutes remaining of the group stage for Manchester City. What we will know after this is who Man City can play in the last 16 of the Champions League. And we do have the draw coming up on Monday. We, of course, will be doing a live reaction to the Champions League draw for you guys to look forward to on Monday. And, of course, I'll be able to have a reaction video out as well, giving all my thoughts about who everyone's playing, including for Manchester City. Here's Mahrez. Tries to float one in towards Foden. I love how involved Rico Lewis is. He wants the ball all the time. He wants to make things happen all the time. He is on course to become my JSGC man of the match today. So they're going to make their fourth substitution of the game. City made two, Rodri and Bernardo. What point will we see Wilson-Esbrand? It's Bono. That's going to be a free kick for Sevilla. The over-enthusiastic Rico Lewis there going through the back. The Sevilla player and free kick given. And the board is up and it's going to be a sub. And it's going to be... Oh my God, there's a woman in there wearing a Stone Island woolly hat in the Sevilla end. It's going to be Rakitic coming off and Joan Jordan coming on. That's going to be given away by Sevilla straight to Ortega. Here's Bernardo Silva now. Gives it to Ruben Dias. Here's Bernardo. Ruben Dias, does he fancy a thunderbolt? No, he's going to cross the ball out wide. Gomez gets hold of it now. Gives it to Bernardo. Ruben Rocket. No, chooses not to. Rico Lewis now to Riyad. Mahrez moves it to Laporte. Here's Ruben Dias now. Rico Lewis wants it. He crosses it to nobody instead. Should have given it to Rico Lewis. And that's going out of play for a goal, for a throw-in, to Sevilla. Man City preparing their third change. It's going to be Kevin De Bruyne coming on. Here's Rico Lewis now to Ruben Dias. Rodri. Here's Alvarez. Foden gives it to Rodri. His ball looks like it's got too much on it for Rico Lewis to get onto. Does, and out of play for a goal kick. We're approaching the 70th minute, just over 20 minutes to play here at the Etihad. It's on a knife edge, the game, 1-1. Will there be a winner? And Kevin's going to come on for City. So is Joshua Wilson-Esbrand. He's going to come on for Sergio Gomez. Get to see 20 minutes of Wilson-Esbrand, see what he can do. And it's going to be Cole Palmer that comes off for Manchester City. Gets himself 70 minutes on his return from an injury, so not a surprise. And Kevin comes on for 20 minutes. See if we can help Manchester City try and find a goal. Here's Bono then. With 20 minutes to play. City putting pressure on. That's good work from Rodri. Intercepts high. Cross comes in towards Mahrez. Sevilla do well to usher the ball backwards. Laporte now to Ruben Dias. De Bruyne has hold of the ball. Gives it to Bernardo. De Bruyne once more. As we're now 44 likes away from 100 likes. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. Subscribe if you're new around here. Press that red button. Press the bell and put your push notifications on. And do go and check out today's video sponsor, OneFootball, link in the description and also in the live chat. Here is Rodri then to Laporte. Here's Bernardo Silva. De Bruyne's in acres of space. He might fancy an effort here. Kind of like a weak shot / pass. It's intercepted and two players break forward and Sevilla choose to slow the play down and move it out to the left-hand side and kind of takes a sting away from that counter-attack. City can get the bodies back. That's going to be Nearly given away by the keeper. They're threatening it, aren't they, Sevilla? They're giving it away. High up. This time to Laporte. Rodri can give it to Ruben Dias. Rico Lewis can pick the ball up. Here's Bernardo Silva now. To Rico Lewis. De Bruyne. Here's De Bruyne now. Cross comes in. Looks for the head of Foden. Finds it. Glanced backwards and out for a goal kick. Causing no harm to the Sevilla goal. JSGC is tired. Been a long day. We've still got 18 minutes remaining here. Pep not happy about something. Ball gets sent long. Mahrez gives it to Bernardo. That's a good find. De Bruyne goes early with a cracking pass. And here's Alvarez, rounds the keeper and into the back of the net. That is a sensational goal by Manchester City. That is a brilliant, brilliant goal. A fantastic assist for KDB, who's only just come on. And a brilliant finish for Julian Alvarez. Well worked from Bernardo in the build-up to De Bruyne. That is a sensational snatch and grab, so to speak, goal from Manchester City. And I wonder if the Spider went dressed as Spider-Man. Perfectly onside. Alvarez rounded the keeper, and it's a really tidy finish into the roof of the net from Julian Alvarez. And Man City lead here at the Etihad by 2-1. Lamborghini football, I like it. It's a cracking, cracking finish from Alvarez. And Manchester City lead here by 2-1. I suspect Man City might start bringing on some defensive reinforcements to give a bit of a break to one or two of the players. Because we've still got a couple of subs to use. Ake could be an option for Laporte or Diaz. Stones, maybe. Johnny Stones. Rico Lewis has had a brilliant game in the penalty area now. Oh, wow. And his cross not so wow, but his skills there to pay the bills. Good work that from Rico Lewis. What an assist for Kevin De Bruyne. Doesn't even take a touch. Splits the defence in half. I said the game was crying out for somebody who could just help find all these gaps to do something with it. And it's the man with the magic wand. De Bruyne. Northern Irish youngster. I don't remember when we went 1-0 down in the Champions League. Was it Dortmund to win 2-1? I think it was. Elshin, thanks very much for tuning in. I'd love to know what you're saying, but I'm afraid I do not. As Sevilla want a penalty. A volleyed shot comes in and it goes wide. Out of play for a goal kick. He's appealing for that little grab from Rodri. Pathetic. Up we get. So 14 minutes remaining here. Here's Ortega-Moreno to Bernardo. City just finding the space well. I remember Haaland's goal. It was sensational. I was there that night at the Etihad. South Stand, level 1 behind the goal. Cracking atmosphere. Cracking day. there we go. Translations. I like it. Thank you very much for your kind comment there. Is Laporte now to Diaz. Lewis. Don't think he meant for it to go through his legs and receive the ball, but it did. Here's De Bruyne. Rodri wants it. Gets it with the outside of De Bruyne's foot. Here's Rodri to De Bruyne. Rodri does well. Finds Joshua Wilson-Esbrand. Here's Foden into the penalty area. Swirls around. Cross comes in. Can't find Rico Lewis at the back post. Making it up. Who knows what he said? I reckon he said, what a 2-1 win up the shit-housing Blues, who haven't been at their creative best, but still going to win, and go win the Champions League. Fuck UEFA. That's what he said. So Tellez brought down Rico Lewis. I just love saying Rico Lewis's name. I can't just call him Lewis. Rico Lewis. I'm not sure I recognise the language. It looks a little bit like Turkish, but I don't think it is. As a cross comes in and it's ping-ponging around. Volleyed clear by Sevilla. It's definitely not Latin. Might be a made-up language. Like Elvish from Lord of the Rings. Or Orc. Yeah, I don't think anyone's ever spoke Orc to me. It's Foden now to Bernardo. Unlucky that from Foden. Does go out of play though. Now 11 minutes remaining here. Turkish is my guess, but I'm not sure if it is Turkish. Little Scouse. So if we speak it in a Scouse accent, it might make sense. No. That's a poor touch from Wilson-Esbrand and out of play for a goal kick to Sevilla. Less than 10 minutes remaining in the Champions League group stages. It's a good time for me to have a look at the groups. Who can City play? I assume on UEFA's website will be as it stands. So, we can't play anyone from Group A, because it's Liverpool who's finished second. Group B, we could play Club Bruges, as Atletico are out of Europe altogether, finished fourth. Ouch. We could play Inter Milan, as Bayern Munich finished on 18 points, 6 wins from 6 games. Barcelona into the Europa League. Tottenham finished top of their group, so we could play Eintracht Frankfurt. As it stands, Chelsea are topping their group, so we could play AC. So it could be Inter Milan, could be AC Milan. Group F is RB Leipzig at the mo. So more likely going to be them. Group G, Man City's group. We're topping the group. And then Group H will be Benfica right now. I think that's what everyone's keeping an eye out for, because if PSG drop points and Benfica win, PSG go into second place, so we don't want to play them. So later scores, Chelsea are 2-1 up against Dinamo Zagreb, Copenhagen's 1-1 against Dortmund, PSG are 2-1 up away against Juventus, Nuno Mendes has given PSG the lead once more. Benfica are going to beat Maccabi Haifa, they're 4-1 up away, City are 2-1 up and AC Milan are 3-0 up against Salzburg. Is how things are lying at the moment. We'll have another check at full time as to what's happening. City just coasting around. There's not really much happening here. It's felt a bit like a friendly match, this, hasn't it? As referee waves play on, and there's 4 against 1. Here's Mahrez. Can he get his goal? He can get his goal at last. 3-1 Manchester City, and that should be 3 points for Manchester City as well, and Mahrez gets his goal. That'll do his confidence the world of good, and another assist for Alvarez is involved with everything. And Manchester City 3-1 up here at the Etihad. A 3-goal comeback in the second half. Sevilla wanted a 3 kick against Alvarez, nothing given. Alvarez threads the ball into Mahrez with a good finish, beats the keeper, into the back of the net, 3-1. 3 goals, 3 points. To the last 16 we go, lads and lasses. So make sure if you're enjoying the content, subscribe. Also, don't forget as well to leave a thumbs up. We're now, what are we, 39 likes away from 100 likes. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. See if we can get towards 80 likes would be brilliant. And also don't forget to go and check out today's video, sponsor One Football, link in the description and also in the live chat, as we're just going to finish off my drink. Just waiting for the resumption. Are they making a sub? I think Man City, Rico Lewis was communicating to the bench, said give me a thumbs up. I think the thumbs up saying I'm all right. I want to continue. Rodri is continuing with the signal saying I'm all right. I think Rico Lewis is going to be told to come off. He wants to go and get applause, but he's been told by the referee he needs to go off there. So Rico Lewis, my JSGC man of the match. He comes off. Sensational, scoring his first Manchester City goal as well. And an awesome performance. So Rico Lewis comes off and Joao Cancelo comes on. Man City allow 1 more substitution. Good work that from Ruben Dias. It's a shame we've conceded, really. Otherwise this would be a perfect performance, really. Weren't at the races first half. Much better second half. We've sorted it out. Job's a good one. Bring on Fulham. Here's Wilson-Esbrand. Good work from Foden and Wilson-Esbrand combining. Can't find his pass to Wilson-Esbrand, but he is fouled and brought down. So City can have a free kick. This City team's a joy to behold. A privilege to watch. There's just one thing evading this Manchester City team. One thing. And that's this trophy in this competition. Win the big ears. And Man City have done everything they've wanted to do. Here's Rodri. Gives it to Bernardo Silva now. Here is Cancelo. Back to Bernardo. Can City add a 4th? That'd be nice. Back in amongst the goals. Laporte now to Wilson-Esbrand. Here's Foden. He's Gets a deflection and out for a throw into Manchester City. All the empty seats are coming out now. The Manchester Evening News will be out with a red pen circling where them red seats are. Somebody got paid to circle empty seats. That happened. So De Bruyne switches play. Here's Wilson-Esbrand. It is a PSG shirt on my wall. It's from my PSG series that, if anyone was a very early subscriber to my channel, when I did my Football Manager series, I was manager of City for 3 seasons, and I followed up with 3 seasons at Paris Saint-Germain, and that's where the shirt is kind of originating from there, so it holds a place on the JSGC wall. I also had a couple of holidays in Paris as well. Paris is a very special place. I like Paris. I think it's a very good place. So I don't have any miniature models of the Eiffel Tower to put anywhere, because if I did, I'd have one up on display in here. I mean, I've got a couple of baseballs from the United States there, but I've not got an Eiffel Tower model. It happens. Here's Bernardo Silva. Floats one in, and the header was won by Ruben Dias, and he can't believe it's not gone in. I wonder what year that PSG shirt's from. I don't know. It's actually a good shirt. Really nice shirt. In terms of Nike shirts. I wasn't a real fan of Nike when they were City's sponsor. That PSG one was nice. I have an Atletico Madrid one. I bought in Spain many moons back. I don't know where it's gone. I think it might be in my old bedroom. Still in there. Along my old Miami Dolphins top. I have a Frank Lampard City top when he joined City as well. The City legend, Frank Lampard. Anyway, we're nearly at full time here. And we can go back to, on Saturday, a competitive game against Fulham, as Mahrez receives the ball in the edge of the penalty area. Not really got anywhere to go. Rodri rocket? No, here's De Bruyne. Gives it to Cancelo. Rodri wanted it. He drills it across and out for a goal kick. Neymar on the back. There's nothing on the back of mine. But there's one right up there, 17. If I just move my camera up, it's got JSGC on it. That's got Champions 12, but in terms of players, Lampard, I think, is the last one I had. Other than that, I was debating between getting Lampard or Yaya, and I was going to get Yaya the year after, and then I just kind of grew out of it and thought I'm not going to get any players' names on the back. I had a Robinho one. The green shirt is the Man City goalkeeping shirt I did a review video on from last year. I have some retro ones and older City shirts over here. I've got my current one in my drawers, which I'll probably have on for the Fulham game. We're into 3 minutes. I've added on time. 3 minutes? 3 minutes? Do you know what? I'm going to use these 3 minutes to do my promos so I can end the live stream as soon as the final whistle goes, so I can crack on with doing my video for my review videos. I can get that sorted, get that out, and then, excuse me, go to sleep because I am tired. Right. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. That would be much appreciated on that push to 28,000 subscribers. So any help towards that, excuse me, would be much appreciated. Also, don't forget as well, social media links, they're in the description below and also on the yellow banner too, if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. As big chance here for Sevilla, and it's put over the top of the crossbar by Thomas Delaney. Also, don't forget as well, email in the description below and on the yellow banner if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships or any videos or any general business inquiries. Chris, enjoy the game. I love 3 o'clock kickoffs. I'll be doing a live watch along. Might see you in the background. Let me know where you're sat. We'll keep an eye out for you. Also, don't forget as well, though, leave your thoughts in the comments below if you're watching this after the game. As City is going to the penalty area here, as Julian Alvarez now gives it to Foden, and just wide by Phil Foden. Could have been 4 that. Also, don't forget as well to let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Leave a thumbs up as well. We're 38 likes away from 100 likes. We can hit that in the post-production. That would be sensational. Bit of a stretch, but we might be able to get towards 80. Would be good. Also, don't forget as well to let me know your thoughts. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Also, today's video sponsor OneFootball, link is in the description if you want to go and check them out, and also in the live chat. That'd be much appreciated. You can go and check out Cup of Tea, who provided his Erling Haaland t-shirt, link in the description. Also as well, got the limited edition Manchester City chair, links at the bottom of my description if you want to go and check that out. Colin Bell's stand, whereabouts in the Colin Bell stand are you sat, Chris? Is it level 1, level 2 or level 3? It's level 3. I'm not seeing you up there, I'm afraid. I like level 3, though. You get a good view of the game. I think that's pretty much everything. Thank you, everybody, for watching, and I'll see you again on Saturday, 2:30 p.m. GMT. Getting used to that after doing BST for the last 6 months. That's a GMT. Greenwich Mean Time. 10 seconds to go. Nearly there. One last chance for Man City. Cross comes in, out for a corner. We're going to have time for a corner or not. Please, referee, blow the whistle. We don't want to... He's going to let there be a corner. Come on, right, let's net this cam. He doesn't let the corner happen. Instead, blows the full-time whistle. Today belongs to Julian Alvarez. Fair credit to him. Brilliant second half. Made the difference for City. But today, JSGC man of the match. That man, Rico Lewis. Remember the name. Thanks everyone for watching. I've been JSGC. I hope everyone is safe and well. Peace.